Do you suffer from neck pain or headaches that are coming from your neck? If so, you are not alone. There are a huge number of people with sitting jobs, with other activities that they do, that they get neck pain, pain going down the arm from their neck, and other neck-related issues. My name is Biagio Mazza. I'm a physical therapist with Elite Physical Therapy. In this month's video series, we're going to talk a little bit about neck pain and some things you can do to help prevent a problem with your neck. One of the questions that I get a lot is, how should I stretch my neck, or should you stretch the neck? And the answer is, it depends, and it definitely depends on the type of issue that you're having. But I will tell you one thing that I see people doing a lot that you should never do, and that is taking the neck in a certain direction and stretching kind of throughout the entire range. So if you're taking the neck, if somebody taught you, and I learned this in school, so I'm not knocking you for doing this, but if you take the neck and you pull it into end ranges of motion in one direction or the other because your neck feels tight, then you're probably doing yourself a disservice. And there's a very complex answer of why this is, but the way that I like to distill it down and make it a little bit easier to show is that if you have a series of chain links that interconnect each other, and then one of those chain links in the middle is loose, and I go from one end of the chain to the other end of the chain and pull, it doesn't go to the tight links to stretch those. It tends to go to the weak link, which is representative of the problem spot in your neck. So if you're doing these broad stretches in multiple directions, that really is giving you some short-term relief, and I get that it feels good, but you would probably be better at some point. So many people I have come in, they say, I do my neck stretches every single morning, and then I do them 4 times a day. So well, how long have you been doing that? And they say 20 years. And I'll say, well, wouldn't you be better at some point? Wouldn't you get to the point where you don't have to continue to do those? And it takes a lot to get people to stop that type of stretching, but when they do, a lot of times just stopping the stretching will eliminate that kind of stretch reflex that occurs and help you to improve. But I do want to say that it is okay to stretch areas like the base of the skull and like underneath the bottom of the neck that tend to get tight. It's the mid part of the neck that we want to avoid with the stretching. So one stretch that I love is a stretch where you interlock your fingers behind the back of your neck and you place it over your neck itself. So you bring it here. You're not placing the hands here. You're putting them at the mid part of the neck. You want to sit as you do this. You're going to bring the elbows in and then you're going to scoop up. It's a very small movement. It's not real far, else you're going to the low back as you do that. You want to go from the elbows with your neck supported and just scoop up. It's a very small, again, movement from there. And right underneath of where my hands are is where you want to feel that stretch actually occurring. And you're really stretching the joints more so than the muscles themselves, which is a lot different than this kind of broad range stretching. I hope you enjoyed today's video and got some value out of it. And if you are interested in coming in to see me for a free consultation, you can either email me or call me and just just tell them that you want to schedule a free 30-minute consult with Biagio so we can figure out what's going on specifically with your neck or whatever issue you're dealing with.